Ladies and gentlemen, before I go on with the meat of this video, I want to give you guys another disclaimer, not just for this video, but for my videos going forward. So anytime I talk about points or miles, I'm just going to keep it simple. We're just going to keep it at points. So that's pretty much it. Now, what this video is about? Well, in my last video, I talked about what I consider to be the best trifecta out now overall. But this right here in this video, we're going to talk about the best trifecta when it comes to reward multipliers. So with all that said, let's start the video. Ladies and gentlemen, True Inferno's here with another credit card guru video, and as you can see, I'm talking about the Citi Trifecta. We're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and how I consider this trifecta to be the best trifecta out now, but only when it comes to reward multipliers. So let's talk about those three cards. We got the Citi Double Cash card, the Citi Custom Cash card, and the Citi Strata Premier card, which is the mid-tier card out of the three. So let's start off with the Citi Double Cash card. So we're looking at another starter card here. So what does that mean? Well, we're talking about you getting $200 in cash or 20,000 points, which is what we want after. You're gonna get that after spending, check this out, $1,500 within 6 months of getting that card. So you gotta spend a lot of money, but you have a lot of time to accomplish this. So that's not bad. You're also looking at no APR for 18 months, which is really good actually. And you're looking at no annual fee. It's a starter card, so what do you expect? Obviously, there's going to be no annual fees with this card here. With this card, because of the name Double Cash, you're going to get double the points for everything that you use this card for. So you're going to get 1 point when you use the card to buy stuff, and then you're going to get another point where you pay off that card. So it's a catch-all card. That's pretty much what this is. And it's a pretty good one, actually. And as of me recording this video, there is a limited time offer where you could get 5 times the points on select Citi travel bookings until the end of this year, which is 2025, December 31st, on top of the 2 times the points, by the way. You're potentially looking at 7 times the points if you go through the Citi website and books any type of travel on there. That's crazy. Unfortunately though, this card does have foreign transaction fees, so this should not be the card you should take outside the country. Now let's take a look at the second card that makes it this trifecta, and it's another starter card, and I'm talking about the Citi Custom Cash card. Now just like with any other starter card, and just like with the Citi Double Cash card, you're looking at 20,000 points, aka $200 in cash, that you would get after spending $1,500 within 6 months of getting the card, so same as the Double Cash pretty much. You're looking at 0 APR for 15 months, not 18 like the Double Cash. And of course, no annual fee. It's a starter card, so there's that. Now, here's where things gonna get very interesting with this card and why I really like this card. You're gonna get 5 times the points on your top eligible spending category, or if you only use this card on one category, which is the smart way to go about it, you're automatically gonna get 5 times the points on that category. Now that's up to $500, and then every other category, if you use a card on more than one category, the lowest spent will get you 1 times the point. Basically, this could be your supermarket card, this could be your gas station card, but whatever category that you use it on, I highly advise you to use it on one category so you can easily get that 5 times the points on that category. But remember, there is a limit, a spending limit of $500 per month, so keep that in mind as well, folks. And this will also have a limited time offer where you can get an additional 4 times the points on hotels, car rentals, and attractions booked on the Citi travel portal through June the 30th of 2026. So that's even crazy. But unfortunately, there are foreign transaction fees with this card as well. Now let's talk about the mid-tier travel card right here. That would be the Citi Strata Premier. So you're looking at a limited time offer of 75,000 bonus points after spending $4,000 within the first 3 months. So a typical mid-tier card right here. Now the reason why I said limited time offer, let me give you some background history on that. Before they changed it to the Citi Strata Premier, it was simply known as the Citi Premier card. And at the end of that card, they did have a limited time offer of 75,000 points. And they just left that running until the end of the Citi Premier. And then when the Citi Strata Premier came out, it adapted that whole 75,000 bonus points. But they still calling it a limited time offer, even though this been going on for nearly a year. So that's why I said limited time offer, because at this point, I think it's here to stay. That's my opinion. I could be wrong on that. But the way things stands right now, that limited time offer is going to be a permanent time offer. That's my opinion on that. Now, because this is a mid-tier credit card, obviously they're going to be annual fee. Here we talking about $95, so it's a traditional mid-tier card. Now, looking at the reward multipliers, you're going to get, and check this out, 10 times the points on hotels, car rentals, and attractions booked through CitiTravel.com, 3 times the points on flights, other hotel purchases, restaurants, supermarkets, gas station, and EV charging, and you're gonna get 1 times the points on everything else. Now, you're also gonna get a $100 annual hotel benefit, but you have to spend $500 on the Citi Travel site. So yeah, that's pretty interesting right there. There's no foreign transaction fees, which is really, really good. They got the transfer to transfer scenario, so you can transfer your points to points and stuff like that. Unlike with the Citi Premier, travel protections are back with this card. Now then, let's take a look at the good regarding this whole trifecta here. So you're looking at great reward multipliers. It covers a lot. You control your own 5-time reward multiplier. You don't have to activate anything like Chase make you do with the Freedom Flex. And it's not like it's going to last for a quarter. No, you have total control over that 5-time reward multiplier with the Citi Custom Cash card. It beats the American Express Gold card in supermarkets because of the fact that even though American Express Gold card would give you 4 times the points in supermarkets, but it's got a limit. It's up to $25,000 and it's in America only. So that $25,000, that's for the year. But with the Strata Premier, even though you're getting 3 times the points, there's no limit on that for 1. 2, you can use that worldwide. And it's the only trifecta that have a consistent gas category. It may come up as a rotating category for the Chase Freedom Flex, but again, you have no control over that. Whereas with the Strata Premier, where you're going to get 3 times the points of gas and EV charging, you do have control over that. Or if you want to make the Citi Custom Cash card your gas card, where you can get 5 times the points when you get gas, no matter what, that's a different ball game right there, if I do say so myself. And potentially, this is the cheapest trifecta. So yeah, it's going toe to toe with the Chase trifecta in terms of the cheapest, because they're both $95 pretty much. So both of them have mid-tier cards, and both have 2 starter cards, which of course have 0 annual fees. So yeah, they're both $95 per year, which is the cheapest in terms of all the trifectas. Now, the reason why I say it is potentially the cheapest is because with the Chase trifecta, referring to the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you're going to get a $50 hotel credit that you can use no matter what. You don't have to jump through any hoops to do that. And as long as you travel at least once a year, you can use that hotel credit, and you will effectively cut that annual fee from $95 to $45. In this case, you do indeed get a $100 hotel credit that you can actually cut this down to the point where you're getting paid $5 to get this trifecta, or to be more specific, the Citi Strata Premier card, but you have to spend $500 on travel on their website. So, I mean, if you're going to a spot where you may be staying 2 to 3 nights at a pretty decent hotel, they're going to charge you $500 or over that, and that's where the credit comes to play. But if you're trying to be as cheap as possible, and you may be doing a weekend trip where you're going to stay there for a night or 2 nights, that hotel credit, you would not get that most likely. And you got good travel partners, even though that's mostly with airliners though, not necessarily with the hotels. Not to mention, you get a much better APR deal with this 2 starter cards, or to be more specific, with the Double Cash card. You're looking at 18 months where you don't have to deal with the APR. That's amazing, actually. And check this out, you can add the Citi Reward Plus card to get even more points, making this a trifecta, and it won't cost you any more money in terms of an annual fee to do that, because the Citi Reward Plus card have no annual fees, which is mind-boggling. It's crazy that you can actually do that. Now, let's check out the bad. Even though it have great reward multipliers, there's no lounge access with this trifecta. So even with the Chase trifecta, if you don't go with the Chase Sapphire Preferred and you go with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you're getting lounge access with that trifecta. Although you're going to be paying a little bit more, but you're still getting lounge access. Whereas with this, there is no lounge access at the moment. You're also going to get no TSA or global entry credit, so that sucks. The hotel travel partners suck, speaking of which, so I mentioned that already. Now, to be more specific, they have the Accor Live Limitless, which stands for all. They have choice privilege, so we talk about Country Inn and Suites, the Mainstay Suites and Comfort Inn. They got Leaders Club, and they got Random Rewards. And it's like, where's the Marriott? Where's the Hyatt? So, their hotel travel partners are not good. They're not good. The hotel credit to offset the $95 annual fee might not be worth it. I talked about that already because of the whole, you have to spend $500 on the Citi Travel website in order for you to get the $100 credits. If you can make it work, great. Otherwise, it might not be worth it. The prices on the Citi Travel website are more expensive than other travel sites and credit card travel sites. So that's an issue as well. And based on reports, I never dealt with them personally, but based on what I've seen online, based on what I hear in other YouTube videos, their customer service is the worst. So that's not good. Okay, so now let's take a look at their rules. So basically, Citi got the 865 rule. So what is that? So you can make one application towards getting one of the cards every 8 days, and then you can do 2 applications every 65 days. 865 rule. So that's pretty much it for that. Overall, what do I think about this card? Well, this is good for people who don't travel much, if you believe it or not. And that mostly because the reward multipliers, although they do cover travel, but they're not geared towards you actually going out and travel, because they only have one card that have no foreign transaction fees. And even though that card do cover hotels and flights, it don't cover transits though, unfortunately. So that's a major thing, especially not doing a rental. So it's not exactly good when you are actually traveling. This trifecta as a whole, that is. The Citi Strata Premier, yeah, that's a good card to bring with you when you're traveling. But the other 2 cards, nope, not really. Now, if you also want a cheap, straight to the point annual fee, that's where this comes to play. And a third good thing about this is the fact that this will make a good secondary setup because of the whole custom cash card. So you can be using that a lot. And the fact that the Citi Strata Premier will be a good backup when you're traveling in case you use your main travel card for some odd reason, whatever the case may be, or something happens. You can use this card as your backup. So a lot of good things you can do with this setup as your secondary setup. So overall, I give this a 7 out of 10 because even though the reward multipliers are amongst the best in terms of setups overall, and it is the best in terms of a trifecta, but the fact that it don't have good hotel travel partners like Chase does, and Chase is more beginner friendly, I would still say Chase overall is the best trifecta between the 2, and really overall in my opinion. But again, don't sleep on this Citi Trifecta. Don't do that at all. Now, remember what I said. I said this would make a good secondary setup. But the question is, behind what? You're going to find that out in the next video. This is True Inferno, and I'll see you guys next time.